Yeah, for the most part, really happy. One of the our workouts have been really good, and one of the things we talked about after our Lehigh meet is the guys just lost sight of each other a lot in that race, and we had big gaps formed that probably didn't need to be there. So we talked about marking each other, marking some other runners from other teams, like where the 2, 3, 4 were from Scranton and Susquehanna and stuff like that, and racing a little more like that rather than kind of anonymously, and they took advantage of that. Liam Duffy and Owen Nafe did a great job of marking people. Nate Hagel had an awesome kick. He's really coming on. We brought some other new people. Josh Mangini's going to be a real dark horse for this year. He's been injured a lot. He's finally getting healthy, and he had a big race, so there's a lot of stuff kind of coming together right now. We're not quite, there yet, but I think when we get to November or October and November when races really matter, some of these pieces, some of the experience that the freshmen are getting is going to really pay off.
I just sort of planned it out, over the last couple of days. We've done workouts here before, and we did our pre-meet here just to kind of check out the course, and just during that, I just planned out where I would make my moves, where I would surge, and how I would finish the race.
Yeah, it was awesome. We were talking after the meet, and he was actually kind of holding back. He's smart. He's savvy. He doesn't like to have to push the race any harder than he needs to, so he's kind of letting the field dictate things, and no one really took off. So he said it was about a mile and a half. He's like, well, forget this. I'm just going to go, and he did, and he handled it well. And the thing we talked about is he is controlled. I think he can hold that for an 8K when we get to Paul Short in 2 weeks. So that's awesome. I think he can be, I'm hoping this season he can flirt with the 25-minute barrier and be one of the top times in our school's history. So he's working hard. He's an awesome leader for our team. I'm so happy to see him do so well today and get a win because all the work he put in the summer and for years now is coming to fruition.
I actually wanted to win. That was kind of my goal. When we raced at Lehigh, I knew that would be kind of a faster course just because we're racing a lot of D1 competition, a lot of fast guys. I knew today I'd be in the lead pack and maybe one of the people doing most of the work. So I just tried to, just stick through it and make sure I worked as hard as I could to stay, in that lead pack. I think we did a lot better than last time. Our biggest problem at Lehigh was that we had a minute gap from me and to our second runner, and we closed that gap today by a lot. And we had a lot more people finishing closer together. A lot of our workouts have been more pack oriented, and I think that helped prepare for that today. Just that mental toughness. There was at that point in the race at the end where I was like, man, this really, really hurts. I don't know if I can do this. And it's always a challenge seeing the finish line, but running past it and then, out of the way and then coming back for it. So just really that mental toughness. So probably working on kicking in my workouts and stuff like that.
I think we got a lot of young freshmen. We have, I think we've got 3 freshmen in our top 7, something like that. And Josh Mangini, he's really young. This is his first ever cross-country race in a Moravian uniform. So we've got actually 4 of our top 7. This is one of the first or second times they ever worn a Moravian jersey. So gaining that experience, gaining that confidence. We talked again, like I said earlier, about closing some of those gaps from our 1 to 5 runner. We improved on it, but we can obviously do more. So just keep building on the things we've been doing so far.